Now, guys, we are going to discuss around 6 properties, alright, related to the addition of integers. Okay, let's look at what those properties are. Can anyone guess what closure property would mean? Any wild guess?
So can I?
Wait. Pragya, go ahead. Neha and Valmika, mute yourself. I'll give you a chance.
So closure property means that, like, if we add two positive numbers, it will be positive, and if we add two negative numbers, it will always be negative no matter what.
Okay, good. What about Valmika? What do you have to say? Valmika.
Sir, it means whole number plus whole number is equal to a whole number.
Okay. Good point. But now we're discussing integers. So let's look at the closure property with respect to integers. Let me write down what the property is. I am saying if A and B are two integers, guys. Okay. The property says that if A and B are two integers, A plus B is also an integer. This is the closure property. This is the basic structure that you guys have in mind. Now, for example, if I have A equal to 5 and I have B equal to 6, 5 is an integer, 6 is an integer. What would A plus B be? 5 plus 6, which would be 11. 11 is also an integer. Let me take another example. If A equal to 7 and B equal to minus 3. 7 is an integer, minus 3 is an integer. What would A plus B be? 7 minus 3, it's plus 4. 4 is also an integer. Are you guys following? This is what the closure property tells us. Is the example clear? You can take any example, you can take any two integers. When you add them, the result is also going to be an integer. Are we clear with the first property?
Sir, this is actually connected with the properties of whole numbers, right?
Right. But look at the slight changes that will happen. See, whole numbers, natural numbers, negative natural numbers, all of them form integers, right? Integers is the superset. Whole numbers, natural numbers, negatives, all these are a part of that, right? You agree with me, Neha? Chalo. Closure property clear. Now, where is Neha? Neha, unmute yourself. Can you tell me what commutative property is? I don't want Neha to answer.
Commutative property is A plus B is equal to B plus A, right?
Correct. Then why did you ask me the question on the previous slide? Why did you ask me if 150 plus 300 is the same as 300 plus 150? Are you now clear?
Yeah, I didn't think that much.
Yes. Are you now clear? That's why if you wait for if you would have waited for some more time, your doubt would have been clear. Now, let me put down the property first. Then we'll take one example and then we'll move. He says if A and B, okay, are two integers, again, then A plus B is the same as B plus A. That means, let's take Pragya's example. He said A is 150, assume B is 300. She said, sir, if we add both of them in different orders, will we get the same thing? Is it the same thing? Yes, absolutely. That is what the commutative property is telling us. So if I do A plus B, that is 150 plus 300. He says is equal to B plus A, which is equal to 300 plus 150. Both of them are giving us 450, right? That is the commutative property. Is everyone clear with the commutative property?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Now, Vamika, what is the associative property? Related with whole.
Yes, sir. So the associative property will be the associative property, I think, states that you can add
Keep going.
So okay, yeah. So you can add or multiply regardless of like how the numbers are like, you know, sort of grouped.
Brilliant.
So like if it's 3 plus 4 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 is so you can add them, like first you do 2 plus 5 and then you add them with 7.
Brilliant, brilliant. I was able to figure out what you were telling. Now let me put it very clearly so that the entire class is also clear. All right, cool. Now, the associative property is telling us that if I have three integers, if A, B, and C are three integers, guys. Guys, is my voice breaking for everyone?
No, sir, it's very much clear.
Then I guess.
No, sir, but it sounds quite artificial. It sounds quite artificial, like a computer is talking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sir, it's like an artificial. It's not your real voice, actually.
Oh, I don't know what's wrong there. Okay, so Fawaz, then I think the issue is from your end only. Oh, guys, you guys are telling me that I sound like a computer. Oh my god. Okay, so back to the associative property. Here we are taking three integers. Why are we taking three integers? To understand the property. It says that if A, B, and C are three integers, then if I write it as A plus B plus C, or if I write it as A plus B plus C, both of them are equal. Now, this is what Vamika was trying to explain to us. She took three numbers saying, sir, 3, 4, 5 are three integers. She said, if I add 3 plus 4 as 1 and then I add it to 5, or if I say 3 plus 4 plus 5 as 1, I am getting the same answer. Both of them are same. What did she say? 3 plus 4 would become 7 because I have to start with the brackets. Then I add 5 to it. To the right hand side I have 3. 4 plus 5 is going to give me 9. Left hand side 12. Right hand side 12. Both of them are giving me the same answer. That is what Vamika was trying to tell us. Is the associative property clear? Vamika, is this what you were trying to tell me? Is this exactly what you were trying to tell me?
Yes, so this is what I was trying to tell you.
Alright, perfect. Is everyone clear with the associative property?
Yes, sir.
Chalo. Now we have three more properties, really interesting ones. Yes. Chalo. What's the next one? It says identity property.
So could you please go back to the slide before? I just wanted to note down one thing.
Okay. Give me 15 seconds, guys. Note down whatever you missed over here, if you want to.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Right. So, the next one is the identity property. Pragya.
So can you put the last slide?
Okay. Pragya, can you tell us what the identity property is till then?
So I'm not pretty sure what identity property is, but I can give it a try.
Yes, go ahead.
I think like identity property means the numeric value of the number regardless of its sign.
Okay. Are you confusing it with the absolute value of an integer that we discussed in the first session?
I think so.
So you can change.
Okay. Yashika, do you want to give a try so as to what identity property is in integers?
I'm not sure.
Okay, give it a try.
I'm not sure.
Give it a try. Tell us whatever you think.
I'm just not sure. I'm just kind of confused.
Okay, no problem. Sure. Let me first write down the property.
Can I?
Okay, Neha, go ahead.
Sir, it's 8 plus 0 is equal to 0 plus 8 equal to 8.
Right. Okay. So basically the identity property is really simple. He's saying if I take, say, any integer, say x, I do not know what integer, then if I add 0 to it, it is the same as 0 plus x. This is somewhat related to our commutative property also. Now, when I add these two, because I am adding 0, that means I am adding nothing. Can I put it that way? So what is the final answer remain? It is the integer x itself. To take Neha's example, she said, sir, 8 plus 0 is the same as 0 plus 8. Because I am adding 0, remember 0 has the value of nothing. I am arriving at the integer itself. That is the identity property. As simple as that. Are we clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Now, the next property is something we discussed. He says additive inverse of an integer. Now, who can run us through this? Yashika, can you run us through this now?
Sir, I just got a doubt about identity property.
Okay.
What's the difference between identity property and commutative property?
Okay. In commutative property, we did not have 0, basically. When I am talking about identity, I am talking about a specific number 0. In commutative property, A plus B or B plus A were the same. Identity property is an extension of that, where instead of A and B, one of them is 0. Because of which, when we add 0 to any number, the number is not changing. That is the only difference. Alright?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Yash, can you tell us what the additive inverse of an integer is? Remember we discussed that half an hour back?
Okay.
Additive.
Try, but I'm not pretty sure.
No. Put it in your own words. Put it in your own words.
Okay. I don't know how to tell it.
Pardon?
I'm just not sure how to.
Okay. You want to tell it in Telugu, you want to tell it in English? Go ahead. Just give us a brief gist about it. I'll explain, don't worry.
Okay.
Tell me.
I don't think it doesn't seem like any property or kind of thing. It just seems kinda, it just says it's an additive inverse of an integer. I'm not quite sure how to put it in words.
Okay. Neha, put it for
Yeah,
us.
so can I?
Can I please?
Pragya next. Neha, go ahead.
Okay. Sir, before exam, I have to tell an example. It will tell if minus 5. Your voice is cracking. We can't understand.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Minus 5
Yeah.
plus
Yes.
5
Yes.
is equal to 0.
Right. So guys, we just discussed the additive inverse, that when I add two numbers, I have to get 0. Now those numbers are the mirror images of each other. That is, they lie exactly on the opposite sides of the number line of 0, right? So if I have to put in the form of a property, I will say that if A is an integer, if I have to put in the form of a statement, I will say that if A is an integer, then minus A is its additive inverse. Or can I put it in this way? If minus A is an integer, then A is its additive inverse. Are we clear? That means if I have 7 plus 7 is an integer, what would the additive inverse become? It would become minus 7. Why? Because plus 7 minus 7 is going to give us 0. Are we now clear with this? Put it down if you guys are unable to put in the form of words.
Completely clear.
Great. Now,
Clear, sir.
Can I try this?
Have you guys copied what's written? Have you guys copied what's written?
Sir, can you repeat? I can.
Have you guys copied what's written?
Okay.
So that I can erase it. Alright, let me do it. Take. Existence of a successor. Now what does a successor mean, guys? Firstly. Vamika, what does a successor mean?
Sir, can I say that?
So can I say it?
Vamika wanted to answer last time. She wasn't able to put it in the form of words. Let her give an answer. I will come back to you for the next question. Yes, Yashika, go ahead.
The successor is the number next, is the integer next to the integer. I mean, you know.
Got it.
Successor of 1.
So what would be the successor of 17, Yashika?
18.
Perfect. That's what you were trying to tell us. Now, if I have to write it down in the form of a property, I will say that if A is an integer, guys, if
Can
A
I explain once?
is an integer, then A plus 1 is the successor. As simple as that. But if I have 18 as an integer, the successor would be 18 plus 1, 19. Now Yashika, answer this. If minus 18 is the integer, what is the successor?
Then it's minus 17.
Exactly. When I have the number line, say I have minus 18, plus 1 is 1 to the right, it would be minus 17. Are you guys clear with the existence of successor? Quick.
Yes, sir. And so I want to say that,
Yes.
that if we move to the right, I mean we add any integer to any integer, we go to you know we write which is which we go, you know, if it is plus 1, it's, you know, it's gonna be its successor.
Correct.
So we go. If we add 1, we get the successor. If we add 2, we get the successor. So we keep on moving to successor. If we add,
Right. Good. Chalo. Has everyone copied this? Can I move to the next slide?
Actually, I haven't copied it, but you can go because I haven't copied it from the ebook because everything is in the ebook.
Okay.